Hi guys, it's Simon C. Welcome to this new AI radar. Today I'm going to talk about artificial intelligence used to help robots better recognize transparent objects, to predict first impressions from photos, and algorithms used to predict crimes, and more. Optical sensors such as cameras and LiDAR are a fundamental part of modern robotics platforms, but transparent objects like glass containers tend to confuse them. Transparent objects both refract and reflect light, rendering depth data invalid or full of noise. Google's ClearGrasp is an algorithm capable of estimating accurate 3D data or transparent objects from RGB images, and one that works with input from any standard RGB camera reports. Venture be it, using artificial intelligence to reconstruct the depth of transparent objects and generalize to objects unseen during training. The output data from ClearGrasp can be directly used as input to state-of-the-art manipulation algorithms that use RGB images. By using ClearGrasp's output depth estimates instead of the raw sensor data, Google's grasping algorithms on a UR5 robot arm saw significant improvement in the grasping success rates of transparent objects. When using the parallel jaw gripper, the success rate improved from a baseline of 12% to 74% and from 64% to 86% with suction. The New York Times published a piece on the use of predictive algorithms to predict crimes. Indeed, across the United States and Europe, software is making probation decisions and predicting whether teens will commit crime. Opponents want more human oversight, points out the New York Times. In many cases, those whose lives were impacted had no idea they had been assessed by a computer-driven statistical model, states the article. You mean to tell me I'm dealing with all this because of a computer? One Philadelphia parolee asked when a reporter told him for the first time that the conditions of his release were based on the fact that a machine learning algorithm had judged him to be high risk. A record-shattering new AI called Photo Filler D3 can predict first impressions from a photo or video based on looks, intelligence, and trustworthiness. In its deep learning newsletter, Andrew Ng points out that crowdsourced datasets inherit the biases of the people who contributed to them. Such biases add noise to the training process, but Photo Filler's voter modeling turns writers' bias into a benefit. Individuals tend to be consistent in the way they respond to other people's looks, so combining individuals yields a more accurate result than estimating mean ratings while ignoring their source. Alibaba and Baidu offer artificial intelligence gene sequencing tools to help fight the China coronavirus outbreak, reports the South China Morning Post. Indeed, Alibaba Cloud, the cloud division of China's biggest e-commerce company, announced on Wednesday that it's offering AI computing capabilities to scientific research institutions for free. The next day, search giant Baidu joined the battle, announcing that it's making its gene sequencing algorithm available to scientists. Alibaba's cloud division has been working in genomics research since 2015. The company provides computing power and data analytics to Beijing Genomic Institute, one of the world's largest genomics organizations. The two companies announced this month that they broke a record for completing a high-precision whole personal genome sequencing process within 15 minutes. Baidu has also been quietly working on genomics research, points out the article. The company said it's now offering its linear fold algorithm to coronavirus researchers for free, along with AI computing capacity. Baidu says this algorithm can drastically speed up RNA structure prediction, as RNA viruses mutate faster than DNA viruses. Surveillance brings a bunch of other nasty baggage, but if we're talking economic and even military effectiveness, there should be a significant shift in how we think about the big levers in the fusion of AI. More precisely, surveilling your population with facial recognition will not bring productivity spillovers across the entire economy. Optimizing grid management will, points out Jeffrey Ding in his newsletter China AI. Forbes report that Reuters uses artificial intelligence to prototype first ever automated video reports. The system has two parts. Nick Cohen, Reuters head of core new products, tells the author. Firstly, we use an algorithm to combine Reuters real-time match photography and reporting with a minute-by-minute data feed of what has happened in the game. This allows us to automatically generate a script for any match report, combining the words describing the event with the relevant picture. In a study published in January in the IEEE Journal of Biomedical and Health Informatics, researchers at IMEC and Ghent University describe how a device that measures bioimpedance or electric current flow in the body can accurately monitor the breathing patterns of a person with sleep apnea. The device, called Robin, applies a small current to the body at a known frequency and measures the resulting voltage at a different location after it passes through the body. The future of deep learning is unsupervised, AI pioneers say. This is an article from the Wall Street Journal. How do we learn with fewer labels, fewer samples, or fewer trials? Asked Mr. LeCun, speaking at an event organized by the Association for the Advancement of Artificial Intelligence. My suggestion on it is to use self-supervised learning, which is basically learning to fill in the blanks. Basically, it's the idea of learning to represent the world before learning a task, and this is what babies do. Self-supervised machines will be able to better handle new situations they encounter, Mr. Baidu said. The practical application is we can build systems that are more robust to the type of changes that happen all the time in the world. On VentureBeat, a piece on how enterprise is putting conversational AI to work points out that according to IBM, companies spend $1.3 trillion to answer 265 billion customer service calls each year. But deploying a smart AI to address the most routine cases can cut costs by 30% and lower call center employee attrition. Thus, the call center is a natural priority for deploying conversational artificial intelligence, although that's far from the only use case. Now to articles from Tech Explorer. Artificial intelligence brings greater precision to operations. Operations based on MRI or CT scan are made trickier by the fact that people can never lie completely still. Doctoral candidate Cohen Epinoff has shown that an algorithm based on deep learning can be used to correct for the inevitable movements. According to him, doctors already have smart software that enables them to match the person in the scanner with the image made and carefully analyzed at an earlier date. However, it takes a computer some minutes to run the calculation, whereas ideally, you'd like to be able to match the two scans in real time, says Epinoff. Epinoff's trained network performed almost as well as the individual experts, says the article. This makes his work of interest to UMC Utrecht, where prostate cancer patients currently receive radiation in an MRI scanner. Deep learning accurately forecasts heat waves and cold spells. Rice University engineers have created a deep learning computer system that taught itself to accurately predict extreme weather events like heat waves up to 5 days in advance using minimal information about current weather conditions. Ironically, Rice's self-learning capsule neural network uses an analog method of weather forecasting that computers made obsolete in the 1950s. A paper describing the system has been published in the American Geophysical Union's Journal of Advances in Modeling Earth Systems. If you liked the video, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. It's all for today. See you next time with AI Radar. Bye.